Opportunity be knocking. Let motherfucking opportunity be knocking. You gotta let a motherfucker in. I kiss my mother on the cheek, tell her that I love her. You ain't gotta worry about a thing, I got it covered. Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Ma, you know I'm still your little baby. All my life I was a fuck up, now I pull the truck up. Same bitch stuck up, now she wanna suck us. See me hanging out the window screaming what? No more tough luck, a different club is what I'm cut from. Opportunity be knocking, you gotta let a motherfucker in. I kiss my mother on the cheek, tell her that I love her. You ain't gotta worry about a thing, I got it covered. Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Why you think I'm out here acting crazy? Ma, you know I'm still your little baby. Opportunity be knocking. Let that motherfucker in. Let that bitch in.
Woo! Good morning, jerk offs. How is everybody today? Good to see you guys. Oh man, it's a good Monday. What's up, Cajun Weed Head? What up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Natty Buds, what up? Good to see you. Mr. Tooley, good to see you. Tone G. This camera so I can see all the comments. Oh. My background's not up. There we go. What's up, Lord Badass? Twisted's up in here. See? We're just waiting for him to get back. What up, Tony? I saw Tony this weekend. Tony and his family came out. It was a good time. Twisted Roots, hit the thumbs up. Damn right. Hit that thumbs up. Share it out to your friends. We can only make new friends if you share it out. But how's everybody doing this morning? I'm doing pretty damn well, if you ask me. Look at that little calmfish, feeling all safe inside. So, anybody do anything this week or this weekend that was fun? There he is.
Yo, man, I missed you, bro.
I know it.
Fuck, man. What's it, 3 weeks now? I'd be doing a live and I'd be like, all right, we're going to BrainJerks, and I'd be laid down for a fucking second. I'd wake up at 11:02 every fucking time and I'd catch the last second. I'm like, damn.
Well, you've been getting up really early lately, I've noticed.
Yeah, well, it's that time where I got to get up and turn the frequency on and start spraying and shit. So it's like I'm up, so I might as well do a live, and I get too fucking high and shit. Here's a little disclaimer for you, Josh. Okay, I got a lot of trash going on right now in this community, bro. I don't know if you've been watching some of my lives that I've been on. So when people come in, there's these 3 little buttons, bro. Hide them from the channel. They're going to follow me around talking mad shit. So you'll see them in here. I can't see them because I have them all blocked.
So I just won't put their comments up. That's okay.
Yeah. Well, as they come up, just block them because it's going to nonstop, continuously happen. You'll see.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's been going on for about a week now or so. It's been great. I've been putting a smack down. I'm like, man, this is like Royal Rumble, baby.
It's been a couple weeks,
something like that. Yeah. it's been a while.
Yeah,
it's the hat Amber made me, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Hell
I like that a lot.
It's gonna get a moon and a star on this, hanging from here, glow in the dark moon and star, like like a moon and then a star right here.
Yep.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, that is gonna be sick.
Sick.
So, School of Crop, what up?
Hell yeah.
So this week we'd had our drag queen bingo.
Oh shit.
Went fantastic. No issues whatsoever. Everybody had a great time. And the thing people forget is that show it's a comedy show. These guys get lumped into all the the drama that's going on in the world today, and they don't really have anything to do with it. That's what a lot of people misconstrue. Somebody asked me, like, dude, we've gotten so much hate from doing this, and we're not even technically in the community. I ain't gay. Ryan's not gay. Neither of us drag queen.
Yeah.
You
just
know,
do it.
we just put on the event for people that like that stuff. That's
Hell
what we
yeah.
do. We put on things that somebody will like. If you don't like it, move along. Simple. Elizabeth was there. She said it was an awesome time, by the way.
There you go.
And Elizabeth, so if everybody remembers last week, she won free tickets for her and her family, and the drag queens called her out. The show was like, "Who's got big titties?" And she's like, "Me." And they had her standing up and dancing, and the song was "Bounce It." So she was standing there bouncing.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome. It's because if you really, 95% of the audience is women. That's
right.
And the men that are there are either there with their wives or they're gay. It's
frozen.
But the thing about it, what up, CSL? The thing about it is, we've had some massively, I'll say it, massively straight dudes that any other time, if it wasn't for us, they would have never been caught dead in something like that. And after the show's over, like, they're like, okay, I get it. This was so fun and funny. All they're doing, it's a bunch of it's 4 dudes dressed like women. Okay, so the comedy is dude comedy,
right?
Talking about butt sex and tits and fucking making fart jokes and stuff like that. It's men humor. Right. It's just these dudes are dressed up like women.
Yep, my cousin does that.
They know they're men. They walk around as men every day. They're not, that's why I said earlier, they get lumped into this crazy world that's going on right now. And it is what it is. I think you've said it, and a few other people have said it, and I think it's the best. Not everybody, we don't all have to get along. We all just need to leave each other alone.
That's right.
If you don't like it, move along. If you do like it, fucking leave a comment and thumbs up.
That's right.
No matter what, because I know there's people that don't like what you talk about.
Hell yeah.
I know that. I love what you talk about, and I know there's people that don't like what we talk about, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
There's things that I don't like that people talk about, and guess what I do? I ignore it. Right. I just keep it moving. I was just telling somebody today, like, I don't feel like we don't have any competition. I'm not in this game with competition, so I'm not paying attention to what other people are really doing as far as like, oh, what are they doing? No, I'm doing me.
Right.
Coexist. Yeah, you have to coexist, but you don't have to get along. You just leave everybody alone.
Yep.
If you don't apply, let it fly. Yeah, if it don't apply, let it fly. That's right.
That's a good t-shirt.
That would be a good t-shirt. The lovely Elizabeth giving a trophy souvenir for having big tits. Yep, she was. She got a trophy for participating.
That's awesome.
Rico, or her I assume it's her husband, boyfriend, husband. I'm not sure what you are, but their partner. Elizabeth, Rico was there, Elizabeth was there, and so was Tony. And we got to smoke one together for the first time and hang out a little bit and have some conversation, because usually we see them at wrestling and there's not time for conversation. Whereas at on my event, I don't really pay attention to the show personally. You'll catch me stopping for a couple minutes maybe at best, but I don't really watch the show anymore. I do my own thing, and I make sure everything's running in the background properly and the food's taken care of, and
hell yeah,
all that stuff. Partners in crime, Elizabeth says. Yep. That's what's up.
We just had a whole conversation on PMG's live about titties.
Oh yeah, it was her birthday weekend also.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm rolling up some black anal.
Oh. Yeah. Who doesn't like black anal, huh?
Right? I always say.
So I found this stuff called ether ink.
Oh wow.
I can't even explain what it smells like, but it's almost like permanent markery.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't. I didn't taste the way it smelled, which I was disappointed in. But dude, the smell! I've never smelled any weed like this in my life. It's like I said, it's like a permanent marker smell, but a little sweeter than regular permanent marker.
Like printer ink.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty good. And then I got some other stuff that was like 32% Ghost Dog or something like that from this new place. I got 50% off my first order, so I went and maxed out.
Yeah. They got 2 ounces here for $100. I'm like, wow, ain't no one selling weed around here. They're all going to the dispensary now.
Yep.
Shit.
Elizabeth said, shit, we were blowed after smoking with you guys. Had 3 joints going between 4 of us. Awesome time. Did you plan on having? Yeah, we'll have another one. Good morning, Ryan. So basically moving forward, we're going to do them 2 times a year. We're going to do one in the winter, July, February, and then we're going to do one in January, February, and then we're going to do one in July.
Hell yeah.
And then, we'll probably have 4 events per year that are on that quality, the comedy show and the drag queen bingo and then anything else that comes up from there. So me and Ryan had talked, and I feel like cutting back what we're doing a little bit in order to focus more and make those events better is what we need to do. Because we're so deep into the trenches that what we need to do is take a step back and see and improve. And there we go. So football's coming up, and I think I'm going to teach Keith. I'm going to teach Keithy to do my job. So when I'm off to football, we'll still have a producer. I was like, Keith, you'll even have the producer title. I'll now be the executive producer.
You get a chair.
So
I get a producer chair.
Yeah, he'll get his own producer chair. But I need to find somebody, because football takes over all my life once a season. It's coming at the end of the month.
It does? Oh, your coach. That's right.
Yep. 31st, we start training camp. Conditioning.
God, I fucking hated 2-a-days. God fucking hated 2-a-days.
The first week is one conditioning week, and then the next 2 weeks after that is 2-a-days.
Fucking hated that
where
shit.
It's not even technically 2-a-days. We run the whole time from 4 o'clock till 9 p.m., but we give them a break, a 45-minute break in between.
Yeah. Yeah, we had an hour break in between, and I would walk home and I would eat yogurt and fucking graham crackers, and then walk back to practice, and then practice for the rest of the fucking day.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited for football to start up. I know you're not really a sports guy, but like that feeling that you get when your crop's about to bust, like you're like, ooh, we're only a week away from being able to trim that shit.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I got right now.
Yeah. I don't watch like pro sports, but like what you do coaching, like high school, bro, when kids were really trying to fucking make a name. Fuck yeah, dude. That's when you see the shit, man. That's when it's really, really fun.
Pretty much, Tone. We can't put pads on until like 2 weeks, I think, and before the season actually starts.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty much, we're gonna get these boys fucking ready to, so they're not throwing up while they're out there playing. We used to have a guy, he graduated. What up, Ready?
Ready.
he was out there on the field. My favorite memory of this kid was he was out there on the field in a crucial moment, and he is dog tired, and he starts to run off the field, and he realizes that there is no huddle. They're in a hurry up. So he runs back out and he starts throwing up. He gets on the line, and right as they like, he blocks and he throws up all over the guy he's blocking. And he's blocking this kid throwing up all at the same time. It's like, man, that kid, and he was one of those, you know, if he would have worked a little harder at practice, he was very good, don't get me wrong, but if he would have worked a little harder for that, he wouldn't have been thrown up. He was that guy that once he got tired, he would try to walk.
Right.
But he was good.
Yeah. When I used to play, I never left the field. I just changed positions. I'd be waiting for everyone else to run back out for kickoff, run back off for punt return, run back out for fucking offense, run back out. I would just stand there and wait for everyone to come and join me and shit. Like, all right, here's my position.
So I'm coaching in a flag football league right now with D Mills and Coach K. And this week, Friday, we didn't have enough kids, so we split the 4 teams into 2 teams instead.
Yeah.
And we just let these kids ball. And this is getting me so excited, more so than I already was, because we're getting a taste of it, right? It's little kids from like 6 to 14 or 13 or something like that. Even little Landon. I've got Landon, he's 6 years old. I got that little fucker hiking the ball. Whenever he comes in, he's my center. He's the tiniest one on the field, but that little kid knows how to hike the ball better than anybody.
Yep.
Super consistent. He knows what to do already. Let's get it. And in our league, the center's allowed to go out for a pass.
Yep.
So as soon as he hikes the ball, he runs a little short curl. We've been bombing it the whole game, so we decided to throw him the ball, fake the bomb, and throw him the ball. That little fucker got 20 yards. He caught the ball and ran for 20 yards on these kids.
Hell yeah.
The littlest dude on the field.
Dude, that's a position I played, was center and nose tackle and shit. I tried to play guards and stuff, but there was smaller, like more rounder, stockier guys for guards and shit. I played defensive end before, but that's what I'd always do too. I'd be on defense, and as soon as the quarterback threw that ball, I'd be chasing that motherfucker downfield in case someone missed that bitch. And I'd always be right there. They're like, "How, you're on the line, bro?" I'm like, "No, I'm out here with you guys." But as long as you move with that ball, because they'd always tell me, "Don't be offside." So I'm like, I'm never going to be offsides. I watch the ball go over my head and I chase it. Here come, motherfucker. Sometimes that shit get intercepted. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, damn.
Yep. I liked playing the wide receiver and then like a cornerback safety, because I like to watch the quarterback's eyes.
Right.
Give me that ball. One thing, if I was taller, I love playing quarterback. I'm just not tall enough.
Yeah, I couldn't throw a consistent ball.
I'm very accurate. I can't throw it far. I can throw it decent, but I can't throw it I can't bomb this boy. I can give you a mid-range and a short range, very accurate passes, but don't expect me to bomb 60, 70 yard passes.
Yeah, no.
It ain't coming. I'll get you about 40.
Yeah. No. When I was nose tackle, I would get about 5-6 sacks every single game, dude. It was fucking great. I didn't know any plays. Everyone else played for their whole lives. I just played for like a couple years, so I didn't really learn any plays. They just said, your job is to kill that quarterback. I said, all right, I'll get him. I'll get him as many times as I can, because he was right there, bro. I just slipped the pocket, super fast. I just stand up and slip the pocket, and I'd be right there. He's like, son of a bitch. They put big guys on me, dude.
First week of flag football, my team lost to D Mills's team. And this past week, it was me versus D Mills again, and this time we prevailed. So me versus D as coaches are 1-1 versus each other. I love it because as soon as the game was over, we walked over, shook hands, and he looked at me and he's like, 1-1, huh? Even as coaches, we're competitive.
Fuck yeah. Side bets. Shh.
It's just so cool to see these kids that actually, like, this week we actually got enough time to be able to have a little bit of one-on-one with some of these kids. Like the one kid had never played safety before, and I wanted him there. And he's like, "What do I do?" I said, Your job is to watch that quarterback's eyes, because the quarterback is going to tell you with his eyes where he's going to throw that ball. And if you get it right, you're going to intercept it or knock the pass down. That's my philosophy, the Ed Reed philosophy. If is you watch that quarterback, you sit and you wait and you watch that quarterback, he's gonna show you exactly where he's throwing that ball. There are select few quarterbacks that can no look past where they want to be, but not in high school. In high school, these dudes are gonna, unless they completely are top notch, they're gonna be looking where they're about to pass the ball every time. And if you can spy on that quarterback, that ball's yours. That ball's yours. If you got enough, you got to have some speed and some awareness. But other than that, anybody can sit in that spot and spy that quarterback.
Hell yeah. When I was in high school, there was a lineman named Chris Loma, and he looked exactly like Lou Ferrigno. We always used to call him Lou. Like, what's up, Lou? And everyone thought his name was Lou, but it wasn't. But so we were in a scrimmage or something like that, and it was like same team, right? But it was us versus defense, offense versus defense, and we were scrimmaging against each other to test each other out. And the quarterback, it was Chad Green. He actually went to fucking Ohio State for a while. He threw the ball, dude. I mean, he gunned it, and they were like 10 feet apart. Chris Loma just goes and palmed the fucking ball, dude. I was like, no way! Holy shit!
Got two little hands to be doing that.
Dude, it was a rocket right to his fucking, it was right there. I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's the, as you get higher in school and then in college and then in the pros, the ball gets bigger each time. So one time I've been throwing high school and college balls. I can do that. But when you step up to that NFL ball, it's my hand barely can even grip it. My hands are small. I'll be the first one to admit it, but it's like a whole nother feel. I could never be quarterback in the NFL.
Right.
Never. I can't even, it's like palming a basketball for me. I cannot do it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Basketball was one of those sports I was never good at. I can shoot the ball, but that's it. I'll stand right here, pass it to me while I'm open, and I'll shoot it, and we might have a 50-50 chance of it going in.
Yeah. I'm too uncoordinated to dribble and run in time. How the fuck do you guys dribble? What the fuck is that?
That's the same reason I was never a drummer, right? That's too many limbs moving at different paces at the same time.
Yeah. Like I try to dribble standing still. You guys, I can't even do it.
What amazes me, moving on to talking about the drummers, right? The drummers that can sing, those guys earn my respect more than anybody else in the band. If you're a drummer and you're keeping beat, moving your limbs, 4 different limbs at 4 different beats, and then you're over here singing beautifully. Also, with all that, like your cardio and your talent, your mind, is so you're at a genius level in my eyes. If you can literally drum and be the lead singer at the same time, in my eyes, you're a genius. Because I know people that can barely chew gum and talk at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But for you to be able to hit all 4 of these different beats and the singing, top notch, you get all my respect as a musician.
Fuck yeah.
So what you been up to this week, bro?
I've been researching some cool shit. Billy Carson. You ever heard of monatomical gold?
No.
You should research Billy Carson on YouTube and stuff. If you like what I say, you'll love what he says because I learned
Billy.
from him. Huh?
I know Billy. That's
Yeah,
black guy.
yeah.
The black guy that talks about the Anunnaki and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's got a whole channel with all kinds of shit. But he sells monatomical gold and colloidal silver that he takes. And it's for mind focus, body healing, and shit like that. You should check it out. And it might be something, like you said, you want to focus on what you're doing. And that might give you more clarity and more help to boost that. You know what I'm saying? But it's from the Anunnaki, this recipe. Yeah, but I've just been chilling, getting them plants going, getting teas brewed. It rained for 3 days here. It sprinkled a little bit yesterday, but we got a Aurora buried. We had to clean up that spot from poison ivy. That shit's bad back there, dude. I was like, I ain't going back there, babe. That shit.
Already had to deal with that once.
Yeah, I got poison ivy pretty bad, so I was like, fuck it. So we're waiting to get that all eradicated. So we got her buried, and I've just been training these plants. Train the plants to the hills, man. Whatever it's called.
Shit. Colloidal silver. Actually, that reminds me. I haven't watched the Joe Rogan show since he moved to Spotify. And I watched one episode with I can't remember who it was, but then I watched another episode with this lady, and she's all about psychedelics and not necessarily just like, like the LSD or mushrooms, but how to expand your consciousness naturally without anything like that. And she was talking about like hole drilling into your skull and stuff. And like, she's like, I don't really talk about it as much because it sounds crazy, but like apparently drilling holes into your skull helps you expand your fucking mind and consciousness. And
that's like lobotomy, dude. I ain't doing that. I forget what she was
calling it. She was calling it something else.
Woo!
What up? What up, Josh?
Yeah, they got fucking. If you watch Billy Carson, he's got the numbers, the codes that unlock your mind. Everyone's got a certain code, you know what I mean? And if you fucking get these codes, they're frequency codes, you know what I'm saying? And you unlock your third eye and shit. Yeah, I would not be fucking. That's some like Jeffrey Dahmer shit, bro. Mind control.
Amanda Fielding was who.
I bet she studied under Dahmer. I bet
she's an award-winning psychedelic researcher, artist, and advocates psychedelic research.
Wow. That's
she looks like she's about 100 years old.
Wow. She got that ancient tech.
Yep. Yep. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I go take a leak.
Oh, yeah. Tony, Elizabeth, Brian, what up, what up? Rico Suave. Tuli. Ready. What's up, everybody? Josh is in the house. Hell yeah. Good shit, man. You guys should check out Billy Carson. Might learn something. Colloidal, silver, and monatomic gold. I've been talking about monatomic gold forever. This is how the ancient ones, the powerful ones, the Elohim, lived a long time, sustained their life under our sun. It is written. It's good stuff. You guys smoking on anything out there? Attila's at my feet, so I'm like way the hell back here and shit. There's a 200-pound, like 5-foot dog at my feet. We're smoking on this Black Angle. It's called Black Angle, and it's super good. It's like a sativa. Super frosty. This was the biggest top cola I ever grew in my life. It was as big as my leg. It was insane.
Monroe Nutrition has got going through me. It's wild because honestly, it doesn't. Within the first little bit, I could drink just a tiny bit, and I'm like ready to piss. Whereas I can drink 3 bottles of water and not even feel it. That's
because water's not real. That's real. You know.
What was I actually? What up, Coach? Coach K. Hey,
Coach, what up, man?
Coach podcast right here.
You guys are so lucky you get to fucking coach fucking little kids fucking beating the crap out of each other. I love that shit, man. I used to hate practice. I hated practice so much, but God, I love playing football.
Coach, you were saying something about, I just posted a link. All you got to do is click that link and you can come on up.
Hell yeah, Coach K.
He was talking about how he's like, oh, man, I need to get in on this morning show. I was like, all you got to do is click the link, Papa.
Yep.
It's wild. And not to, I'm not talking bad on him or nothing, but it's wild how people don't know that by clicking that link, people are asking me all the time, how do I join the show? How do I become a co-host? It's like literally all you have to do is click that link and anybody can come up here. Anybody.
Until you can't.
Yeah. Until you say something or do something dumb, which
we all do.
Yeah, it's got to be real. It's got to be real hateful and bad in order for you to never be able to on my show again.
Yeah, because this is BrainJerk. I mean, come on.
Power washing at work today, but I'm definitely jump on certain. Yeah, no doubt, dude. You're always welcome, always. And if you guys don't know, Coach, this is Coach K.
Coach K.
On Sundays at 5, he runs a podcast called Kicking It with Coach K. He's talked to the Detroit Prowl, who is the women's football, women's pro football. They're the champions of their league, the USFWL or whatever, USWL. I don't exactly know what the league is, but Detroit Prowl, they're the first Detroit champions in 10 years. Yeah, they got a nice trophy and everything. And from what I understand, these women play harder than the boys do. They are mean.
Hell yeah.
I know they could all beat my ass. That's for facts. But he talks to student athletes, college athletes, former professional athletes, coaches from all over, all realms of sports.
Yeah, his podcast is super professional. It's so well put together. It's fucking like this nonstop thing. There's never a so what should we talk about? Nope, this dude's on point.
Yep. I say it all the time, and I'll give Coach K his flowers right now on live. Like, he is my favorite person to come in and do a podcast with because he comes prepared. He comes ready. He's got a quote of the day. He's got a book of the day. He's got the whole thing already mapped out of what he's going to talk about. And he gets his own guests. I literally push play.
That's awesome.
And I love that.
It is so awesome.
When all I have to do is set up the camera and the microphones and push play, that makes my job fantastic.
That's awesome, though.
Well, and that's why I was like, dude, Twisted, you need to get on the network because I literally have nothing. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, right. I'll start. I got to talk to you and see how you want me to do it, what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? Which ones exactly. And I need to
let the drama pass.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I don't be doing shit.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to start. I saw I put that one up and then it got taken off you right away. And I was like, oh, it might have been, I forgot. Because, I started playing music and I totally forgot. So on the other network I used to do, when I do the We Church, right, I'd play the music and then start the network. And I didn't do that for you. And I was like, oh, it just got taken off of Josh's shit. And I was like, I bet you it was that music in the beginning. I totally forgot.
Well, a lot of the times they won't kick us. I've never gotten what up, Andy? I never gotten like a strike per se, just copyright warnings for specific, like this one. This one, my intro video hits me with a copyright every single time.
Oh yeah, they ain't shit though.
No, our guests are definitely incredible people. I appreciate the love, fellas, big time. Trying to make sure we build the best coaching / sports podcast we can and add value to the BrainJerk Entertainment Company.
Oh, you definitely do.
Good morning. What up, Keithy?
What up, Keith?
Have a wonderful Monday. And if you guys don't know, Keithy's got his very own podcast too, called Squared Circle Shenanigans, where him, Scotty, and Jeremiah Goldmain, the one and only, get on here. They talk wrestling. Today's guests will be Nate Bach and Chinstrap Jesus Kyle Barrett.
Fucking shit.
Yep, they will be on talking all about Combat One, which is this week.
Which what? Sorry, I was coughing.
They're Combat One, which is Nate and Kyle's wrestling promotion. We're going to be talking about their big event that's coming up this week, and I forget the year they're going to be talking about, but they go into a specific year on each episode. So it sometimes turns into an interview show, but it's not really supposed to be an interview style show where the guests just come on and add to the conversation.
Right. What are the ages of these wrestlers? What do they range from? Anyone in their 40s?
Wrestlers? Oh, they can age anywhere from just starting out to former WWE old dudes.
Yeah. Like what, 18, 21?
For wrestling?
Yeah, for you guys.
It just depends. Honestly, we've had like Dan Severin. Dan Severin's been on. That dude's like almost 80 at this point. But he's been in he's a former UFC champion, former, WWF type champions. This man, Dan Severin, he's the one of 5 dudes to have had 100 professional fights, like real fights, not WWE style fights. And he's one of 3 to win 100 professional fights, and he's beaten the other 2.
Nice.
So he calls himself the greatest of all time.
My head's getting resonated.
This week they're talking about the year 2005. That is when I graduated and my little sister was born. The hell? That's fucking cool.
You never seen this, Josh?
No.
Okay, let me put the wizard hat back on so it looks normal. It's my pipe, man.
That's cool. I like that. Did you make it yourself or?
Nah, Jay Vike made this for me. So we do that show, Grow Bigger, Go Home. This was his stock. This was his Grow Bigger, Go Home competition plant. And he took it out of the ground, cut these off, did all that shit to it. But we do a measurement, a stock measurement to see who will win. And he carved it all out, put a crystal in there, inlaid it with some epoxy, put glow-in-the-dark twin flames right here, if you can kind of see them, so that part glows in the dark. And it's my pipe, man.
That's sick. That is awesome.
My wizard pipe, and it looks like a little baby hand holding an apple.
It does.
Yeah,
what
that's
up,
pretty dope.
Good morning. Good morning, man. This is last week. I did the whole show on my own, and I felt that was the most comfortable I had been on my own.
Are you really? Because I was watching you. I was like, man, Josh looks like he needs a friend. I was like, I wish I was there. I'm like, damn it. I was wondering too. I'm like, what's he talk about?
Because I went on the rant. I went on a half an hour rant of how people just need to be nice to each other, leave each other alone, and quit the hate.
Oh, I must have missed that one. I must have watched the last week's then. We were showing videos back in the background. It was fucking awesome, dude. Yeah.
I wish the sound would work, dude. Honestly, I'd bring that's the true reason why I don't do the Earth Dweller anymore. I'd still do an Earth Dweller. I'd still do some of this stuff if these videos, the sound would work. Right now, that's my issue is. And then I got, because I want to get back to what was working, but this is oh, what up, Papa Cotton?
Papa Cotton, what up?
But yeah, because I miss the Earth Dweller. I really do. I miss
Papa Cotton. Wait a minute.
I miss learning about the Earth Dweller. I miss learning about the different things that we, like the Terrible Tuesday and all that shit that we used to do.
Right. Papa Cotton's a famous Jamaican rapper. Is that who that is?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, that's popcorn or something. No, that's Papa Cotton.
That's Papa Cotton.
Yeah, that's a famous rapper and a soccer player from from Jamaica. And they do that whole, that club. They do clubs. They make clubs in the middle of the street, bro, like a nightclub. It's called Dance or something like that. Dance hall. That's what it is.
There was I don't know, about 8 years ago, there was a guy that came from, wasn't Brazil. What's another one of those countries? What's the country on the edge? Argentina. The guy was from Argentina, and he was like, it was a little bit, I'm extremely famous.
That's what I'm saying. I saw your whole documentary, bro. Shit.
This guy, his name was MC Bin Laden, I believe. And he was from Argentina, and it was like this dance, this house music, but with the Argentinian Latin flair. And the music was like, it was like these kids were street kids making this music.
Right.
And Vice did a little documentary on them, and
right.
I was like all over them for about 2 months, playing only their songs. And now I went back this weekend and played that song. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Shit.
But it's funny, in the moment, certain songs that catch you, right?
Nope, Vice brainwashed you, bro, into
True.
thinking that was the hype shit.
That's what Vice does.
I saw Papa Cotton too, I think, was on Vice. It was all about him and the niece. And the niece was playing soccer, and they were trying to keep her out of the fucking business because, it's pretty rough there in Jamaica. Yeah, that was crazy shit, man.
But you're right about Vice.
Jamaica.
Vice is one of those. When Vice first came out, I loved it. I loved, Fuck That's Delicious, and those shows that first wave of shows that came out where
Fuck That Delicious was later, though. Vice came out with all those drug documentaries like Cocaine Wars and Pot Cops. If you guys don't, no one knows Pot Cops, bro. Like, I studied Pot Cops. I watched these programs religiously. They did California, Colorado, and then Michigan. And as they were doing Michigan, I was trying to move here. So I'm like, bro, I'm not moving here until they stop. They were raiding everybody, bro. As soon as you got a license and put a grow up in Michigan, they were coming. It was crazy, dude. They were doing way too much. So they stopped in like 2015 or 16. So I moved here in 17.
I hate it when you realize something that you like is just like fear mongering or brainwashing you, like Vice, for example. Once I realized that, I quit. I completely quit watching.
Oh, really?
Oh. Yep. But there was another guy, Alex Jones, right? I know you know who he is. This dude, I listened to him religiously at one point in time, and then it clicked that this dude is basically like fear mongering. Like I do know that he says a lot of truths, and a lot of the stuff he says is true. I'm not going to say all of it, but a lot of it. He was talking about Epstein Island 10 years before it ever was even whispered about. Yeah. He was talking about all the elite, how they've been trying to pollute our food, how they've been poisoning us with the fluoride. Like, everything that we know is Alex Jones's investigation. The real life, the 9/11 truthers are him. Like, all these dudes. Well, one day it clicked, and he's got to sell these products, and in order to sell these survival products, people have to be fearful of certain things. And
reminds me of Grow Boss. Holy shit! What a great plan! I like how you put this together, Josh. Wow.
So it's one of those things where it's like, okay. He's fear mongering right now. It's not that I don't agree with a lot of the things that he's saying, but I realize what's going on here, and in that moment I stopped listening to him.
He's trying to sell you a product is what it is, trying to get you hyped up on that fear. Oh no, I need to buy products, and oh, I need
Because
to
that's how he
protect
makes his
myself.
money.
Yeah, see, I do something. I was like, oh, I do kind of like that too, but I just keep people aware. I just put it out there and open your eyes, guys.
He
I don't
says
give a
Alex
shit.
is the guy who snuck into Bohemian Grove. Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
And he's done a lot more than that. He was trying to talk about Pizzagate. The reason why he got shut down, he's not allowed on the internet, is because he's talking about all this stuff.
It's because he's talking the truth.
Yep.
People put him out, bro. The people who talk the truth. That's the people who get
Naughty Nikki.
shunned the most. Naughty Nikki, what up? They get shunned the most, and they get put out the most.
Well, even the newest one, you know, his initials are AT. Mr. Tate. That dude is all that dude's really trying to do is speak life into men again. And they are coming for. I don't believe any of the accusations on them.
I don't know anything about Mr. Tate.
Now, basically, he's been promoting healthy men being men, and stop being soft. You know.
Oh yeah, that's not going to go over well in our days.
Treat women with respect, but then at the same time, he's got this character of Top G where he tells women, you know, I'm the lead. You're gonna listen to what I have to say, and you know the gender roles. This is what they are, but he caught flack because in doing so, he had to talk shit a little bit, and in doing that, he's being attacked, being called misogynist, and actually he's being accused. He spent 3 months in prison, and they never charged him until recently, and they're charging him with human trafficking.
What?
And, yep, this human trafficking charge, what I've learned is it's coming because he had girls doing TikTok videos. This is their claim, that he's coerced these girls using the good guy method into doing TikTok videos for money for him. That is what they're calling human trafficking against him.
Wow.
And there's been multiple girls at the BBC and says that are coming forward, and some of these girls are made up. They're not even real people. And then the other ones, they themselves has come out and said all this is a lie. The girls that were implicated him in these things, they've all come out and said this is a lie. Andrew's been
see how they try to destroy people.
Yep.
See how they just try to destroy people, and then the people who know the truth come out and go, dude, you're lying. You know, yep. I hate that, bro. This is exactly what everyone's trying to do right now to everybody,
because they don't want strong men. They don't want strong men because strong men are hard to control.
Yep, exactly. God, I've been talking about this all week, bro. Thank you, man. You fit right in.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's why, I'm on both sides of this fence nowadays, right? I believe all these things, that men need to be men and men need to provide, and they're trying. I believe there's an agenda, but at the same time, if people aren't fucking with you and hurting you, leave them alone. There's no reason to go out of your way to bash people.
Exactly.
And I'm over here. I'm over here
on the wrong guy.
Yeah. Don't. There's no reason for it.
Hell yeah.
But I'll always fight for the side of truth and honor, even if I'm on the wrong side of the win. You know, yeah. I know that them, as we'll call them, they are way more powerful than I am. And I know the chances of all of us coming together to fix this problem is very slim. So it's one of those things, you either keep fighting the good fight or you just give up and roll over and join the Matrix.
No, don't ever do that.
Those are your two options.
Stay you.
What up, John?
That good fight.
Yep.
Fight that good fight. Your heart and your soul will thank you in the afterlife. Trust me.
Well, I'll be honest. There was a point in time where I was fighting the good fight. Nobody wanted to listen. They were calling me crazy. Fucking the Facebook took me down. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this tattoo on me to remind me of what's going on.
Yeah, man.
And shut up. So I did for years, and now I'm back to it. I can't shut up anymore. It's so everything that I was talking about 10, 15 years ago is here now. It's
Isn't that
here.
wild? Isn't that wild?
Everything that everyone called me crazy about, that why would the government do this and why would this happen? Why would they're doing it. Everything.
Yep.
And now they're not even keeping it secret. They're doing it wide in the wide open, telling you they're doing it. And that's how they get away with it, because they're no longer okay. Andrew Tate says this: if you have a poison apple and you give it to somebody, you have poisoned them. But if you have a poison apple and you put on the sign "poison apples for sale" and they buy them, it is now their fault, because I've told you what this is. That's how they operate. That's why they put everything in plain sight, because their karma is now null and void, because they have told you. Right. So that's why they get away with it and don't feel bad about things.
Very tricky.
Yes. That's how they feel that they can. They tell you about the bad thing, that this bad thing is happening, and if you do this, this will happen. They tell you now, so that their conscience is clear. Well, we told them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're in the age of enlightenment right now since 2020. That's when the what is it? Sagittarius, age of Set. Shit, I forget what constellation we're in right now.
I think we're in the water, Aquarius.
Aquarius, that's right, Aquarius. So in the age of Aquarius, that's when it's written in ancient times would be the next age of enlightenment. This when all the white animals, you guys go and look up any kind of, documentary footage from 2020, and you're going to see all these white animals being born from everywhere. Turtles, doves, doe, bears, white grizzly bears, you were being born. So that's the age of enlightenment. That's when our color skin came. That's when alabaster white came, right? Black people were giving birth to white albino people. So this has happened all throughout time. That's why they wrote it down and said, hey, man, next 26,000 years, this is going to happen again. So 2020 came, and that happened. So all throughout this era right here, until that constellation gets into the next frame, right? The next one comes up. It's supposed to be the age of enlightenment. And you've seen people go up, and you've seen people that were right here go the other way, bro, completely backwards. Like we're both looking at the same picture, and I see purple. Other people be seeing blue and pink and green.
That's because they're being told to see these colors.
Like, never do they really see what is really right there. They're not hearing what's being said. I don't understand what the frick is going on, for real.
It's because if they even for a second start to believe any of the stuff we talk about, it shatters their whole reality and existence they've lived for all these years.
But I mean, on all aspects, though, it's like almost talking to alcoholics. No offense to anybody, but I'm just saying, sometimes when I talk to an alcoholic, I've had lots of experience. They don't hear what you're saying correctly. They misscrew it and start talking crap. And it's like, but wait a minute, dude, I just asked you if you wanted a sandwich.
I asked you a simple question and you can't even give me an answer.
What the hell? They don't hear it right. They don't hear it right, and they're not seeing what is really being saw. You know what I mean?
The Anderson effect, the Matrix.
It really boggles my mind, Josh.
It's when they're plugged in, you know it.
Yeah,
you can tell, because as soon as you say a few different key words, all everything. Nowadays, you mention former President DT, and everybody's mind blows. Boom. You mention anything against the left side nowadays, and minds are blown.
Yeah.
we can be, I can be on both sides of the fence on certain aspects, and I can believe this side of things and I can believe this side of things.
Right.
And I don't understand why people can't fathom that.
Exactly. Look at all evidence. I never
You're
believed.
plugged into the matrix still.
Right.
So as soon as you start that, now here comes Agent Smith. Boom. What were you saying? Bullshit.
Yep. Oh, good one. Agent Smith. God, I'm using that. I gotta write that shit down.
That comes from Andrew, bro. That comes from Andrew.
Here's Agent Smith.
Yep. As soon as you start talking against the Matrix, Agent Smith appears and tries to shut you down and shut you up.
So great, bro. Thank you. It's so true. It is so true.
Mm-hmm. You can tell who's jacked in still.
I say that all the time, though. Man, you guys.
And they're like he says on the Matrix, they're your family members. They're people you love. They're people that you would
never expect.
You would, yeah. They'll turn on you because you start talking about stuff that they don't agree with, or that their minds can't. They don't. It's not that they can't understand it. It's they don't want to understand it.
That's possible. That's possible. But everyone can understand everything through a little bit of research and just watching things. Like I can understand what's behind Josh without asking any kind of context or details, right? I have eyes. I know what that is, right? Like I just don't understand why everyone can't use those same skills that humans were born with. You know, you learn how to walk and talk.
It's because people's comprehension skills are people comprehend things differently. People learn things differently.
Oh, true.
Even when you're presented with facts and truths, people still will argue and debate. Well, where'd you get this information? Well, Google. I can go on Google and find the answer to both sides of my answers on each. If I'm really looking for something and I don't want to accept the truth, I can find an alternative.
Pros and cons always out there.
Common sense out the door a lot of the times. Yeah. It's those situations where it's like, leave people alone.
Yeah.
That's it. But, there's times to stand up. And a lot of the times nowadays, people aren't standing up when they should be, or they're standing up against things that aren't real.
Yeah. I think every one of us as a human, you have a right to stand up for yourself, for others, for what you believe in. Don't ever let someone change what you believe in and what you feel. You have to feel it. And if you believe in something and you never research it, don't say you believe in anything, because you got to really, really dig deep and find out what is it that I believe in? What is it that I'm believing in? What is it that I'm seeing truth in here? I got to really research it and understand it from the beginning.
It's like the Black Lives Matter movement. Yes, Black Lives Matter, Asian lives matter, white lives matter, Indian lives matter. All these lives matter. But the issue is, if people would have did their research, their real research, they'd have seen that George Soros, an old rich white guy, was funding all of this. They were funding it in order to create divide.
Yeah.
And you want to know what else? BLM was the ranchers in Texas that stood up to the police and the military to get their cattle back. If you would have searched BLM before all this stuff happened, that's what you would have found. Now you can't find that. And that was the people of America standing up against the government, and they won.
Yeah.
And that's what they erased by doing this.
Yep.
Now, the people that believe this in this movement are real, and they just don't know the truth a lot of the times. And there's many movements like that. It's not just BLM. It's all sorts of movements nowadays are funded by George Soros. Look it up if you don't believe me. It's facts.
They all got sued. It was like 4 or 5, maybe 6 black people that lived in a fucking huge ass mansion was taking all that fucking money that was coming in from Black Lives Matter. They all got subpoenaed. They all fucking got busted. You know what I'm saying? It was a big old joke. And
there's a reason you don't hear about it anymore.
Yep. Then another thing was it was really white lives matter because it was a black shirt with white letters. So it was a whole thing. And if you follow that little breadcrumb that people laid out, you'll find exactly what Josh just said with George, whoever. You know, it was all funded by these white people and shit, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't believe in the whole divide at all. Everyone, I see a lot of people want this separation shit. I'm like, y'all want different drinking fountains again? I'm like, y'all want to stand in different lines? You can't come in here if you're white.
Stupid.
Don't come in my neighborhood. Why can't we love each other? Why can't we just come together, dude, and have peace? It's us really against them. You'll see. You're gonna all find out soon.
These billionaires, there's like a handful of billionaires that are controlling everything. And the thing about George is one of them. George is one of them. And here's the greatest part of the whole story. He's funding the other side too.
See? That's what I'm saying.
That America okay, back real quick, backtrack. The god of war, the man that we just freed for Brittany Griner, a basketball player, was a man that has funded both sides of the war from the beginning of his conception. Because of him, there's nonstop war. He is the arms dealer that funded the Russians, that funded the Americans, that funded the Taliban. And this is the guy we gave up for a basketball player.
Of course.
Come on. That's the type of person George Soros is. He's a guy that funds both sides to create divide because divide is profitable.
You see, just like on YouTube,
Boston.
What happens when there's drama on the camera? Man, people come out the woodworks.
Yep.
Just like you said, that's divide, and then it makes big money, big dollars. Like you might say, oh, that guy spent all his money funding both sides. Bullshit. He's sitting on a pile of resources because that's what they get out of this. Once you take over and destroy shit, they move it over and mine, go underground. Man, you don't even know where you live. They could have already, like if you're in a different country or something, somebody might have already took over and conquered that spot and drilled in the ground while they're rebuilding your city for you, and they're underground mining all your resources, dude, and you're just up here living thinking you're back to being Polish again, you know, and the Nazis are underneath us. You never know. Like, you don't know shit anymore.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful song.
I don't know that song. I don't get into country music, and I see the memes going around, but I don't know anything about that.
Jason Aldean's got beautiful songs, man.
But we all know, anybody that knows there's an agenda out here, and it's all the same agenda. The divide and conquer is all part of the plan. That's why we've been divided, and we're even down to the things that we love, not even the things that we hate. We're divided in our sports.
Yeah.
Look at how wild some of these fans are. All because you hate some other, you love a different team that I hate. I'm gonna come over here and beat your ass or throw things at you, or like, what?
Thank you, Rico.
I don't understand that.
Look how people get crazy over beer, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you drink Bud Light, you ain't coming to my house. Like, people get really crazy about their beer, bro.
They do. It's wild. It's wild. How easily people are riled up amazes me. Like, all you got to do is just laugh about it and carry on with your day, but instead it makes you so mad that you literally got to go fuck with people's minds or fucking talk shit, which really it fucks you up, not anybody else.
Right.
Because that's what they want. They want you to be frustrated. They want you to have question your own mind.
Exactly. You got to show them how strong your mind really is. I'm telling you, take some of that monatomical gold. You got to check that out, Josh. Go to Billy Carson's channel, and then he, scroll through his videos. You'll see it. He shows it, but he's got it on his website and everything. I don't know how much it is, but I want to get some. Amber wants to get some. I've been talking about it since 2018, since I found it in these tablets. And I'm like, oh, get the hell out of here, dude. We can make this shit.
There's drops, $44, $46.
Yeah, it comes like a blue bottle.
there's a giant bottle here of some powder that's like $500.
Hell yeah. Put it with water.
I didn't go on his website. I just put it into Google real quick.
Yeah. But research it a little bit. Monatomical gold, it's for brain. It's electrical conductivity in your body, especially your brain. Billy Carson goes over the whole scientific breakdown of how your brain acts and reacts, and then what the monatomical gold does for your brain and shit like that. So
one thing that I've learned here this week is our hearts. A lot of the reason why people have heart attacks is because the valve stops, right? Opening and closing. Well, a lot of the reason that happens, I'm learning, is because most of us are lack the mineral magnesium, and we lack calcium. But the number one thing most people lack is they're deficient in is magnesium, and the magnesium is what keeps that boy opening.
yeah,
it'll close, and the magnesium opens it. That's basically what for your heart. Why magnesium is good for you. It keeps that valve healthy.
Right.
I've been taking. I'm taking magnesium, calcium, and zinc, and in there is vitamin D, and just one pill. Dude.
You hear that, growers?
Magnesium, yeah, it's all the same, right?
Josh don't want to get a deficiency. He's taking CalMag.
Yeah.
You are, bro. You're taking CalMag, bro.
So
That's
not only
fun,
is it important for your plants, it's important for your heart.
Yeah. Well, that's the heart runs your body, right? The plant is the same exact thing. If you are deficient in calcium and magnesium, your plant the heart of the plant can't fucking change those nutrients into energy, convert them, and feed it to the plant. That's the magic part, bro. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That was great how you did that. It was, I was listening and going, oh God, this is great.
Well, with that being said, it is time to get out of here.
Hell yeah. Peace out, everybody.
There's days I could sit on here for hours.
I know, I do.
Yeah, I know. I'll come. By the way, if you real quick, if you ever want to go once your live's over, go download that boy right away, because when I come in, I delete yours just because they're so long.
Yeah.
So if you've wanted them, I apologize, but for now on, just so I know that I'm not deleting them before you get a hold of them.
Yeah. So you are deleting them, good. Then I got to worry about it, because
I look and I was like, because I save mine and then I delete mine. I save them because it makes it way easier when I can save them from here than going back and recording.
Yeah. No, usually for all my lives, I leave them up for it. It doesn't matter. And I delete them all.
I don't delete your lives. I delete the recording.
Oh yeah, no, you don't have to keep none of that shit. It does record though. Oh, yes. Cool. Yeah, so you can pick what you want to use then. Cool.
Well, if you go into the past, you'll see the ones that say view. If you click on the three dots, you can either download it, or you can delete the recording, or you can delete the broadcast. I always leave the broadcast, but I delete the recording just because we only get 50 hours of recording. And once that's full, it doesn't record anymore.
Oh yeah. Whatever you got to do it. I don't know.
So if you want your recordings, once you're done, flop in there to hit the download button, and then because once yours, and the whole reason I do yours is because they're so long.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. When I do my actual scheduled show, like a Weed Church, we'll try to keep to an hour. Like Frequency Fridays, keep to an hour. Different shows like that. You know what I'm saying? But I would really like to put Frequency Friday on here, because that's cool. If you didn't,
and we don't have a show on Friday, so I would love that.
Yeah.
And I would love the Canna Church. I love the Weed Church. When you talk about all that, I love that. That's my favorite show of yours, to be honest.
I just got to tighten it up and clean it up a little bit, and not use so much of my talking in it. Just show what's being shown. You know, because I think people have a hard time with what I say, but I'm like, dude, I'm literally saying what the hell they're saying. So if I just shut up and play that shit, bye, guys.
Appreciate you, Cody. He's on lunch break saying hi. It's time to go. We're saying
I gotta go foliar spray.
We'll see you guys later. Tonight, 6 p.m., Squared Circle Shenanigans. this channel. Tune in. Nate Bach, Chinstrap Jesus, Jeremiah Goldmain, Keith, and Scotty. Let's go. Have a great day, everybody.